Hey, my name is Michael Anthony Garcia.
I am Jaime Salvador Castillo.
Hector Hernandez.
We are members of Los Outsiders, a curatorial collective based here in Austin, Texas. We just celebrated our 13th anniversary, and our latest project is Capirotada, of a personal nature at grayDUCK Gallery.
And let's not forget Robert Jackson Harrington.
Can we do that again?
No, let's keep going.
Yeah, no, let's keep going. That was great. Robert.
Yes.
And Robert Jackson Harrington.
Correct. He's not here, but he's here in our heart today.
So Capirotada is a Mexican dessert that is kind of this kitchen sink kind of style where you throw everything together, and it's lots of different nuts and fruits, and it's like a bread pudding in a way.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of felt like that was the nature of what we were approaching at the beginning stages of this exhibition. We had a lot of different artists in mind, and they were all very diverse in what they produced, in their backgrounds, and so that name kind of stuck with it.
The Capirotada approach that we took, though, was like a throwback to how when we first got together, and we invited a bunch of art, or we were looking at a bunch of artists that we really enjoyed their work. So it was just like, let's just name all these artists and let's talk about them and see if we can make a show out of it.
And this time around, just to add a few things, it was just new artists. We want to show new faces, new people, new blood, and we're using our opportunity to bring them out and just showcase those artists.
We did have a big list of artists, though.
We did.
And we did, an idea that we had, a strategy that we used was to play sort of an exquisite corpse kind of game with our curatorial approach, of having, one member of Los Outsiders recommend an artist's work, and then a second Los Outsider would come in, pick another work of that artist, and then select the second artist, and so on, until we came to a group of artists that we felt good about.
Yep.
Yeah. And the really exciting and surprising part of this process was that there was this really serendipitous kind of thread that kind of tied them all together, in which all their work, as we did the studio visits with them, all tended to have this idea of introspection and communing with nature and meditation in a way. And so that sort of really excited us. And that's where the second part of the title comes from, of a personal nature.
Yes, Capirotada, you throw in a bunch of things in there, and then you try to figure it out how it works and how it looks. And we came up, I think, with a really good list of artists. The show looks beautiful. Hopefully you guys get a chance to see it soon.
Yeah.
My name is Paloma Mayorga, and I am a multidisciplinary artist. Over the past 7 years, I've been working with unconventional forms of photography to create these large-scale plant portraits with the use of a document scanner. Over the years, I feel that my relationship to both the technique and the plants depicted has really changed, where at first I was using plants and flowers to act as a symbol of the female body, and now really they've just come to be more of a representation of nature itself. I feel that I've really learned to use the language of the scanner as a process that uses time and light as its medium. So now I'm able to be a little bit more intentional with the glitches and the repetition of my body and the timing of when I pull the plants off of the scanner bed to create this effect of nature really just disappearing into nothingness. Coincidentally, the group of images that Los Outsiders selected for Capirotada serve as a really good example of my work over time, starting with the look Mascolino, which I created in 2014 as one of the very first series that I did, that was exploring the verbal and the visual rhetoric that we use to talk about the bodies of women, all the way to the chamomile series, which I created just last month, that have really just come to be more of a celebration of these non-human intelligences that exist in plants.
Hi, I'm Soomin. I'm an artist and art instructor at Texas State University. My work is about perception. I was born and raised in Seoul, South Korea, and I moved to San Antonio, Texas in 2002. My mother was a reader and always encouraged us to read growing up. I used to read a lot of books such as Greek mythology, fairy tales, world classic literature, and Korean literature. I also was a military brat growing up, meaning I got to move a lot and travel around a lot. As I grow older, the memories are faded and distorted, but the stories I read, places I went, such as mountains, like cities that look different or alike, became a part of me and part of my work. In this body of work, the flowers has significant meaning culturally and personally are subject matters.
My name is Julie DeVries, and I'm a painter based here in Houston, Texas. I've been working for about 12 years, primarily just in painting, just totally inspired by painting and the ability of paint to bring you out of your current situation, to transport you, to evoke feelings of peace, loneliness, to connect with other humans. My practice is very much based on looking, although it can go into the abstract. It is, based on looking at the world and walking around, looking at nature, remembering the things I've seen in the day, and communicating through line and through color and all those things that really evoke those feelings in the viewer.
Hi, I'm Rachel Comminos. I am an artist based out of the Rio Grande Valley in a town called Harlingen, Texas. And I'm very excited to be a part of Capirotada of a personal nature at grayDUCK Gallery. The work in the show that I have are all handmade textiles. They are tapestries made with yarn and monk's cloth, using industrial tools and some old school crafting tools, along with the wealth of knowledge that I have picked up in my lifetime of being craft curious. I have a degree in drawing, so a lot of my designs come from a sketchbook or pre-planning, and a lot of them are inspired by the color selection that I pick out before I start a project, and I just kind of let the color take me where it needs to be. I really like playing with composition and color placement, spatial dynamics, and I really love the viewers to interpret them, in different ways than I do. It's very exciting for me. So thank you for including me in the show, and I hope you make an appointment to view these along with the other beautiful works by talented artists.
Hello, this is Rensey, one of the artists featured in Capirotada, an awesome show curated by the Los Outsiders and grayDUCK Gallery. I'm super thankful to be alongside such amazing artists, showing some of my more introspective portraiture work, just diving into my own emotions and philosophies and trying to bring that into light in a really positive and fun way. I hope you enjoy the show. In the show Capirotada, you'll see a few of my floral figure paintings, Awestruck, Disbelief, and Melancholy, where I'm using an ethereal space that's supposed to represent more of an imaginative space in your mind of how you express and deal with emotions, and using the flowers in different stages of life to further enhance and increase the meaning and feeling that you see behind the figures in the painting. They're self-portraits so that I can dig further into my own psyche and better understand other people through really diving into my own self. One of the paintings in the show is Awestruck. It's about capturing a moment about peace and bliss, a state outside of yourself where you don't notice everyone around you as you just witness the beauty that you're experiencing. In that painting, the background resembles an extreme sunset, a way of showing that grandeur sense of life with sunflowers raining down, to show just the beauty of life is all around you. It's always there. You just have to find it.